The paradox is the lens through which truth emerges. Questions are not always meant to be answered. Sometimes they exist solely to unsettle, to pry open the edges of certainty, to reveal the limits of what we believe to be reality. These aren't clever riddles or playful tricks of language. They are the raw fractures between logic and the cosmos, enduring despite every attempt to reconcile them. This journey isn't a catalogue of curiosities. It's a voyage into the tension at the heart of science, the spaces where our understanding falters, where reason bends and unravels. You will encounter loops in time that fold back upon themselves, civilizations that should be conspicuous, yet remain hidden, and moments when the act of observing transforms the observed cats that exist in dual states, billiard balls that strike themselves, black holes that may silently erase history, all await in this exploration. Every profound idea begins with simplicity, but the moment you follow it rigorously to its end, reality fractures, and it is precisely in that rupture that fascination emerges. If you find beauty in questions without clear answers, if the unknown calls to you more than certainty ever could, then this is your domain. Subscribe to Late Science. Engage with the thoughts that disturb your sense of order, and share the ideas that linger, insistent, at the edges of your mind. The universe is not neat. It is layered, unpredictable, occasionally impossible, and perhaps it is meant to be that way. The night sky seems tranquil, yet it conceals a question of profound unrest. Our galaxy contains hundreds of billions of stars, many older than our sun, many hosting planets, some of which may be warm enough for oceans, stable enough for life, and ancient enough for intelligence to have arisen. And yet, where is everyone? For decades, radio telescopes have listened, patient, silent, hoping to capture a signal, a whisper, a hint of another mind. But the cosmos replies only with silence, deep, vast, unyielding. Not absence, perhaps, but a mystery we cannot yet comprehend. Statistics suggest we should not be alone. Even with conservative estimates, hundreds or thousands of civilizations could exist in our galaxy alone. And yet, not a trace, not a whisper, only distance, only stars. This tension, this emptiness against expectation, is more than a puzzle. It is a quiet, existential weight, the kind that settles in when you gaze at the sky and recognize the scale of your solitude. Perhaps civilizations rise and fall too quickly, self-destruct before leaving a trace, or choose to remain unseen. Or perhaps we are the first. And if this is so, then humanity is both fragile and precious, carrying a spark that may be entirely unique. To exist, to think, to question. We are not just seeking others, we are stewards of possibility, the first conscious voices in a silent cathedral. The cosmos is filled with planets, hundreds of billions. Many Earth-like data from missions like Kepler suggest that billions may lie within habitable zones. And yet, the silence persists. This is not poetic emptiness. It is a paradox sharpened by time itself. Stars have existed for billions of years, longer than our sun, giving ample opportunity for life, intelligence, and technology to arise. And still, nothing answers. It is like walking into a vast, echoing hall, expecting the presence of countless voices, only to hear the vacuum. And the more we understand about the universe, the more unnatural the silence feels. Theories arise. Intelligent life is fleeting, scattered, or perhaps hidden. Yet every explanation raises more questions. Why do we feel late to a party that may never have existed? The Drake equation, formulated in 1961, attempted to quantify these possibilities. How many stars form? How many host planets? How many of those develop life? And how many evolve intelligence multiply the variables? And you arrive at a number far greater than zero. And yet, no signals reach us. Silence persists. Two possibilities arise. Either the galaxy teems with watchers, civilizations cautious and invisible, or we are alone. Both are unsettling. In the first, we are observed, fragile and exposed. In the second, we are pioneers. The first conscious spark, the initial echo of awareness. Either scenario imposes weight, responsibility, and urgency on our existence. Time, seemingly linear, may not be as steadfast as it appears. The notion of loops in time, where cause and effect entwine endlessly, suggests a universe where beginnings have no origin, where objects, ideas, and information may exist without ever being created. We might live in a cosmos where history folds back on itself, where discovery is preordained and invention becomes memory. In quantum mechanics, the act of observation is not passive. It shapes reality itself. Schrödinger's cat exists in a superposition, both alive and dead, until observed, until consciousness collapses. Possibility into actuality, entanglement binds particles across space instantly, as if separation were an illusion. Perhaps our interactions, our very choices, leave subtle threads of connection through the universe. Invisible but unbroken black holes challenge our understanding of information, threatening to erase the histories of matter itself. The paradox of lost information forces us to confront a deeper question. Can the universe forget? And if so, what does it mean for memory, identity, and legacy? Even consciousness itself may be a fleeting pattern, a fragile structure riding the wave of time, potentially persistent beyond death, echoing across realities, a quantum trace in an infinite expanse. If so, then mortality is not merely an end. It is transformation, change of state, a transition that physics allows, at least in principle, if not in practice. The cosmos expands, stars dim, galaxies drift apart. The long arc of time carries the universe toward cold stillness, entropy reigning supreme. And yet, life, consciousness, observation, these brief sparks of order, persist. They ask the largest question: if the end is inevitable, why begin? Perhaps the universe is indifferent, or perhaps our existence, the very act of questioning, of wondering, of observing, is the meaning itself. You are part of this story. You are composed of stardust, yet capable of contemplating stars. You are aware, fleeting yet infinite, a paradox within a paradox. Science reveals mysteries without answers. Paradoxes, loops, entanglement, vanishing information, and observer-dependent reality all point to the same profound truth. You, the one contemplating, are inseparable from the enigma. You are not outside the mystery. You are the mystery. This is not despair. It is awe. It is wonder. You are consciousness reflecting on itself. The universe questioning its own existence, a spark of awareness against the infinite void. And that may be the ultimate paradox. In seeking answers to the cosmos, we confront the impossibility of understanding ourselves fully. Here, in this recognition, lies both humility and power. To exist, to perceive, to question in a universe that may never reply. You are a voice in silence, a mind contemplating infinity, and perhaps that is the most extraordinary thing of all.